This one decision of starting my own business actually changed the way I started earning money.
अच्छा.
In this video, I will be talking about my entire journey along with telling you guys how to start your own business, whatever it may be. It may be a product related business, it may be a service related business, whatever it is, I'll be talking about it in detail in this video. After this, you don't need to watch any other videos. This is a complete guide to starting your own business. So there are mainly two types of businesses. First is product based businesses, wherein you have your own products. For example, a digital product like a mobile app, website or something like that, or a physical product like a clothing brand or something like that. The second type of business is a service based business, wherein you have your own agency and you're providing different types of services. For example, there is a video editing service, social media management agencies. There are a bunch of agencies like this. So let's talk about the first thing, which is product related businesses, and that too digital products. Okay, so in that there might be your mobile apps, web applications. You might always think of launching your own mobile app. So how does it actually work and how do you actually do it? Many people have this misconception of launching your product in the start and then marketing it. That is not how you should be looking at any type of digital products. I run my own tech agency which is called MetaRiz, and I get tons of requests of people wanting to build their own mobile application. The first thing that I say to them is, why don't you just start with a WhatsApp group? Why don't you just start with a Discord server and then scale it up once you have customers, once you have people who want a mobile app to be installed? Then you start developing the mobile application. You should always test your idea first. What I mean by this is, say for example, you have an idea of making an application for all the doctors around you, something like an appointment booking application. How do you even know if that idea is actually good or not? First, make a landing page, make a website wherein you have listed your idea in detail. Over there at the end, there is a CTA or a form link. In that form, take the details of all of your users and people who are genuinely interested in seeing that idea come in the form of a mobile app or a web app, and then market this page only. Once you see that it has gotten enough traction and people are genuinely interested and willing to pay money in order to see this idea fruitful, then you start building the mobile app or web app or whatever you're building. That's the exact same thing that I did with my physical product, which is Imbuzi. So Imbuzi, my clothing brand, the first thing that I did was make a landing page. This landing page is available on my GitHub, completely open source. You can use it as well, and you can change the details and put up your brand as well. So over there, I made this landing page, a very basic one, and there was just one button. This button would take you towards a Google form. In that Google form, users were able to add their contact details, their email address, and their preferences as well of what type of t-shirts are they looking for. Once I had enough data, I knew that this idea is validated and people genuinely want to see this product live. At that point, I then gave the final order of all the t-shirts and everything. So that is how you start with a product-based business. What about a service-based business? Over there, you don't have customers. You don't market it to general audience. It is generally B2B service related businesses. Basically, most of your clients would be businesses. So then how do you validate your idea in a B2B model or in a business to business model? When I started with Watermelon Gang, by the way, those who don't know, is a social media marketing agency. So when I started with that, I did not know if I would be able to crack these big clients or I would be able to handle their Instagram pages or YouTube page. I mean, why would they even let some random person just handle their Instagram page and pay me to do that too? So in order to crack this down, you first need to do it on an individual basis. You don't need to have an agency. You don't need to have an entire team in order to crack these clients. First, do it on an individual basis. Give those services by yourself. For example, I started with promoting different brands on my YouTube channel. I was taking in sponsorships. Then I started offering them the service of handling their social media channels. For example, Instagram, YouTube, or making content for them. Once this started to happen, I got in a lot of clients, and that's where I hired other people as well to manage the growing clients. So that's why if you're planning on starting a service related business, then make sure that you first do it on an individual basis, do it for different clients. And of course, you might not have a YouTube channel, you might not have an Instagram page, but you can always reach out to your clients through LinkedIn or through messaging them or even through cold emails. Once you see that your clients are genuinely looking for that particular service in the market and you are offering them at a much cheaper price and at a much better quality than the market, then it will be just a matter of time before you start getting a lot of clients. Now, all of these clients are of two types. Okay, so first is inbound clients and second is outbound clients. So let's talk about both of them in detail and how to find both of them. The first one, which is the inbound clients part, how do you find them? First thing that you need to do is build your personal brand or make sure that you're visible to people. How do you increase your visibility? Either go to events, either make a strong social media presence, or you can even do different kinds of things. For example, taking in referrals from your existing clients. So that is how you get your inbound clients. But what about outbound clients? Outbound clients are those whom you reach out to. So these clients generally come in if you are sending out cold emails, which I generally don't recommend. But yeah, cold emails work. Apart from that, you can even reach out to them via LinkedIn DMs also. Finding their contacts right now is quite easy. There are multiple different tools. There is Lucia, there is Rocket Reach, and a bunch of others that you can check out. The main thing that you need to do is figure out where your clients or your customers are hanging out the most. For example, I'll give you an example of a nightlife application that I had built. It was called Guest in Me. Now, with that application, you could book entries into all clubs and bars around you. So where would my customers or my ideal customer generally hang out? It'll probably be in a club or a bar. So that's where I started with my marketing. I went to all of these clubs, I talked with all the people who were attending these events, and that's how I got in my initial customers. So no matter if you're building a product-based business or if you're building a service-based business, you need to figure out where your clients or your customers are hanging out the most. Go over there and talk to them directly. Okay, now that you've gotten a few clients in and you're starting to scale up, now things actually change. Things get a bit messy. I had the exact same problem. Looking out for more clients would in turn reduce the time I was spending with my existing clients, and that's why the quality of services was deteriorating fast too. Now, of course, I did not want my clients or my existing clients to have any less of a quality of service that they were getting previously from me. Apart from that, I did not want new clients to stop coming into our agency also. So the only thing to do over here was hire more people. Of course, if you think that hiring more people will solve it entirely, that is not true. You need to form really strong processes so that anyone who comes in your business knows exactly what he or she needs to do. What I mean by this is, say for example, your business is of a social media marketing agency. So what you need to do is form an entire company structure along with who is responsible for doing what. Create SOPs, which is standard of practices. These define exactly what a person needs to do and how he needs to tackle any problem that he faces. In my social media marketing agency, I had people who were social media managers. So they used to handle the Instagram pages of different clients. Now their job was mainly to make sure that the content calendar is going smoothly, the videos are getting edited properly, the content creators are creating really good content. All of these things were the responsibilities of social media managers. Below them were a team of video editors, content creators, and a bunch of different people. Once you figure out your business structure and you figure out what each person needs to do, it becomes really easy for even other people to come in your business and start working right off and scale it up. Apart from this, you can use a bunch of different tools. The tool that I loved the most was Notion. Now Notion helps you track every single thing. You can add new people in your workspace and you can create your entire company structure along with roles and people who are working with you and every single thing on Notion. I have this Kanban table of everyone so that I can actually track okay, what is it that this person is going to do today, tomorrow, and the day after. This Kanban table basically has different statuses. So any of the work, for example, if a video needs to be edited, that video edit will first be given a status of not assigned. Once it is assigned, then it will shift towards assigned role, then it'll shift to in process, and then once it's finished, it gets into the finished section. So this is what a Kanban table looks like, wherein you have your different tasks at each of the different levels and you can track them all directly. For example, here is my entire YouTube workflow, wherein I have different video ideas, and each of these video ideas goes through a status of not assigned or just an idea, to good idea, to scripted, to edited, and then published directly. Now, if you're spending 24/7 in your business, then that is not a good business to have. It is in fact a 24/7 job for you. So what you need to do is slowly and steadily make processes so strong that even if you're not a part of your business, it still continues to keep working, and not just keep working, it continues to grow. I generally use Zapier and IFTTT in order to automate most of my workflows, but there are a bunch of tools apart from this as well. Just figure out what are the different processes that you need to do in your business and try to automate it as soon as possible. Once all of this is done, you are ready to start with your business. Now make sure to write the name of the business or what you are planning on doing in the comment section below.